Okay, hi, how we doing today? Today's YouTube video will be on the tack force. Trouble getting it open. Knife, which comes packaged like that from Amazon, and it cost about 10 bucks. I got my dad one. This one says EMT on it. It's got the little EMT logo. And I got my dad one that says firefighter. It costs an extra $5, but it's really sharp. It comes in black and red. Now this is a spring assist knife. Flips open. What do they call that? Tonga blade or the ninja blade? Tonto blade. Says EMT on it, very sharp, has a serrated edge, very, very sharp. And this kind of has dulled down a little bit, but it comes pretty sharp for a standard blade. And I use it to open all my packages that I get from Amazon and my pills from my doctor. I slice right open with that. Once you get to the serrated part, it cuts right open. One swoosh will slice your packages open. Great for cutting, excuse me. Great for cutting tape on boxes. Just be sure not to go too far. It's got a locking blade, which works really well. I did notice a couple times that when it was open, it wouldn't lock all the way. So sometimes you got to be careful to make sure that the lock is locked, depending on what your use is. If you're planning on stabbing, you may want to make sure that that blade is locked in there tight, and actually it had a little bit to slide over right there. So I just slid that over a little bit more, and now you can stab at a piece of wood if you wanted to practice your jab, depending. Otherwise for cutting, I haven't used it on woods yet. I used my Swiss Army knife for whittling. But this is a really sharp knife. I mean, check it out. It's got EMT, the EMT logo, and for $10, it's heavyweight. It's got the carbon-looking handle, seatbelt cutter, glass breaker. For $10 or about 12 bucks on Amazon, you can't go wrong with this Tack Force 1 or Tack Force blade, and it does open nice and quick. It's got a real smooth action to it. It's a little stiff. I got one for my dad, and I was worried it might be too stiff and too bulky for him. He opens it still with both hands and goes like that, and then I notice he has a bit of a tough time closing it because the spring or this blade lock is so tight. You kind of got to get a rhythm for it with your finger. I wouldn't recommend closing this one-handedly. It does take two hands to close, but it's a nice knife. I'm very satisfied for a cheap Amazon knife. I'm more than impressed. So impressed that I bought one for my dad, and then I had to buy myself the cheaper one just because I knew it would be the same knife. It would just say EMT, but for him, I wanted him to get the firefighter because it was so new. It just come out. I figured nobody would have it yet, and the red and the black is really impressive. So that's the EMT Tack Force folding knife. Hope you enjoyed that. Leave comments and subscribe. Thanks a lot.